For 2017, the Q60 was redesigned from the ground up, and pretty much since 2022 we saw minor changes. And unfortunately in 2022 will be the last year of the Q60 until Infiniti comes out with a new product to replace it, probably an all-electric vehicle. So the Q60 has a long heritage in Infiniti. We first saw it come to Infiniti as a G35 coupe, then it became the G37 coupe. They renamed it to the Q60 in 2015, and then 2017 it got its third and last redesign, and an amazing product it is. It's absolutely beautiful on the inside and outside. I'm a big fan of the Infiniti Q60. I started in Infiniti in 2004, so I pretty much saw the whole evolution of our performance luxury coupe, and it's a great product. This is a lovely example, 30,268 miles and very nicely equipped with features. This one does not have the sport package, but aside from the sport package, it has almost every option you can get in 2017. You have the upgraded perforated leather seats. This one has a moonroof. We have a nice leather up steering wheel, beautiful wood trim. We have a navigation system, a rear parking camera, as well as a 360-degree round view monitor. We have an upgraded Bose sound system. Really cool stuff. This is an all-wheel drive model with a 3-liter V6 pumping out 300 horsepower, very quick, very fast. And this also has some other cool stuff. It has direct adaptive steering. Actually, the first steer, you could get direct adaptive steering in the Q60. So it's drive-by-wire, really cool system. Basically, during normal conditions, there's no mechanical connection to the front wheels. It's all handled by electric motors and computers. In fact, it can react to steering inputs faster than a mechanical steering rack. So it lets you adjust the steering. We have a drive mode selector here, but you can also access the drive mode selector here, and you can dig down a little bit deeper. And if we specifically look at the steering, you can see there's a lot of adjustability. You have standard mode, then you have sport mode, and then you have sport. Then you can adjust dynamic and dynamic plus. So you can control the speed of the steering, the weight of the steering, and it's really a great system. It also can filter out unwanted feedback. For instance, if you hit a rut or a pothole in the road that would normally jerk the wheel, that will be filtered out. So basically it filters in the information you want and filters out the information you don't want. There's also a mechanical backup, so if there is a complete catastrophic loss of power, a clutch will kick in and then the mechanical steering rack will be activated. So even though the vehicle has no power, no electricity, you can still safely steer the vehicle to a complete stop. Really cool. And I can tell you, a lot of people leasing Q60s that I've talked to after, initially getting the Q60, they were kind of wondering if they'd like the direct adaptive steering, but after driving one for about 3 years, most people who've owned these things really come to love the direct adaptive steering and really like it, and often seek it out when they look to buy or lease another Infiniti. All right, so much to talk about. So this also has a 7-speed automatic transmission. It has a sport mode, or manual mode I should say. You pull the shifter back, it pushes to the left, you push up to upshift, you pull back to downshift. It will give you rev matched downshifts for a sportier sound and feel. We have a blind spot warning, as well as blind spot intervention, lane departure warning, lane departure intervention, forward collision warning, forward emergency braking. We also have lane keep assist, which is will help you keep you centered in the lane while driving on the highway. And that also works nicely with the direct adaptive cruise control, which will keep pace with the flow of traffic on the highway all the way to a complete stop. Beautiful looks and lines on the Q60. Rear wheel drive is standard. Intelligent all-wheel drive is optional. This has intelligent all-wheel drive. It's an amazing all-wheel drive system. We've been using this Tesla all-wheel drive system, which stands for Advanced Total Traction Engineering System for all terrain. Since the early 2000s, we first saw it on the Infiniti FX series, and the early version of the QX4, and we also saw it on the G35 all-wheel drive sedan. Eventually they started offering the all-wheel drive system on the coupes. Obviously with our wet, slippery weather and occasional snow, you're going to do a little bit better in that stuff, performance-wise and traction-wise, with all-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive. We have a 300 horsepower twin-turbo V6. This is a brand new engine for the Q60 in 2017. Previously, all Q60s had a 3.7-liter naturally aspirated V6. In 2017, when they redesigned the Q60, it got this new VR30 engine, and you could get it in this particular guise, which is 300 horsepower. So this all-wheel drive system has a lot of sports car pedigree. It's actually derived from the R32 Skyline. The R32 Skyline came to fame in the Japanese touring car championships. That all-wheel drive system was a big part of its racing success, and that all-wheel drive system continues to be successful in many Infiniti products, not just improving your traction, but also improving your performance. Just as it helped the performance of the R32 Skyline and the Japanese touring car series, that's going to help you in your performance in your daily driving. You can get in the power on corners a little bit earlier, and that all-wheel drive system will help pull you through. This is built on the advanced French Midship platform. We've been using this platform since the early 2000s. The Q50, Q60, G35, G37, we're all built on this front midship platform, advanced front midship platform. Also, the 350Z and the Nissan 370Z are also built on this sports car platform. It's a rear-wheel drive platform. Obviously, you can add all-wheel drive to it, but this is a rear-wheel drive biased all-wheel drive system, so it'll let you wiggle the tail a little bit, get a little tail happy before it will send up to 50% of the vehicle's power to the front wheels. The reason why they call this platform the advanced front midship platform is they take the engine and they place it as far behind the front axle as possible, so the center of gravity is as close to the middle of the vehicle, giving us close to perfect 50-50 weight distribution as possible. So you have a very balanced and amazing driving sports car, also a luxury car, further enhanced by an amazing all-wheel drive system. I have this all-wheel drive system on my FX37. It does amazing in all sorts of conditions, especially in snow. I think it's a superior all-wheel drive system. You know, this is my opinion, but I've driven a lot in the snow, and I've driven lots of other all-wheel drive vehicles in the snow. I think it's definitely a superior all-wheel drive system to a lot of others. It's the way it's designed. The all-wheel drive system was actually, you know, the Japanese like to copy things. They actually copied it from the Porsche 959. You know, the Japanese like to take things and they'll often improve on it, and so they basically took the basic, you know, design of that all-wheel drive system using the amazing Porsche 959 supercar, and they made their own version of it, and it's been very, very successful. Thanks so much for taking the time today to watch this video. Hopefully we can see you soon, and have a wonderful day.